Hi there, my name is Brandon Torrance, and I'm with the project for the BackLogger team, where we tried to create an application to show off keeping track of different media sources in a list format, right, as a web app. Um, I currently have the website server running off of my laptop, and I'm recording this video on my desktop computer to just show it running in a different environment. This is our home page for the website. Ideally, what you would be seeing here is the trending movies, video games, books, any form of entertainment media here. And if you're already signed in, you'd be able to see your current backlogs, the ones that are in progress, and the ones that are completed here on the right. You'd also be able to filter the different medias here by changing to music, movies, books, and whatnot. From here, you'll be able to search for different media outlets up here. Right now, we don't have that functionality, so what I'm going to be doing now is just showing off the functionality we do have. What we have created in linked and working is the server is connected to an online database, which is a cloud-based database called MongoDB, and we are doing user profile management. So you're able to create a user and sign up for this website, and it gets saved dynamically onto the website. Um, that process has some extra features to it since we were learning about interconnectivity and everything. Um, some of the features we did is we worked with password encryption. That way the passwords are encrypted, and whenever you try to pick it up through a packet and you view it, it's encrypted. You won't be able to know the actual password. Secondly, that we played around with cookies as well, so that the user could actively be signed in even if they leave the website and close the browser down, because we have a cookie on the computer, which is a token that acts as the user connectivity. So to show that off, I'm going to be showing the process here. So you normally go up here to the top right and you click on sign up to create a new user. So I'm going to create a brand new user within the database. For now, I'm just going to call it video FIU. And then I'm just going to say video@gmail.com for the email. And for the password, I'm simply going to do 123456 as a password. When you click on sign up, right now it's just going to give you a JSON object showing you the user that was created. The reason why we're doing this right now is since we don't have full functionality finished, we wanted to at least demonstrate to you the user being created. As you can see here, this is clearly not the password I typed in. That's because this is using a node module called bdcrypt, which is a form of encryption for passwords, right? So this is why whenever a user gets created or if a packet gets intercepted, they wouldn't be able to decipher what the password is. So your passwords are secure when it gets saved onto the database, right? Um, so that's the user being created. When the user is created, we can go back here. Now we can go and head off to the sign-in page. And now we can go ahead and sign into the actual website with your account. So that's going to be video@gmail.com, and the password was 123456, right? If we hit sign in, you'll be immediately redirected to your profile, right? Right now we don't have anything being loaded on the profile, we just do the redirection. But what I can show you is the cookie validation system that we have in place, and the way I can do that is by showing you the cookies on your local storage. So right now, these are the cookies on my local browser, right, for this website relation. And here you can see this token. This token is the actual user profile that's currently and actively signed in, right? So as long as I'm signed in, I'm able to access my profile page here, right? But the moment I delete this cookie, right? So if I were to delete this token cookie, right, which contains the user profile, and I were to hit refresh, we'd immediately get an unauthorized message because of the active validation, right? So anytime you would refresh the page, navigate to another page, the active cookie validation would trigger and check to see if your cookie still exists and you're a valid user, and it'll allow you to continue on your profile. And if it's not valid, then you would automatically be kicked out, like as you're seeing here, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the sign up page, because I also want to show off how we do have let me just make sure I'm in the sign up page, how we have user validation. So for example, the user that I created was video FIU. The email that I created was video@gmail.com. And I'm going to put a different password as an example. And right now, this shouldn't allow me to create it because we do have validation telling you that this user already exists, right? So you wouldn't be able to sign in. And also we have validation when it comes to signing in as well. So we go back to the sign in page. Oh, sorry, my laptop closed down, so the server kind of stopped there for a second. Let me just reopen my laptop. There we go. So laptop I open again. So now we actually connected again. So now here, as you can see, I've created a bunch of different tests for all the testing that I've been doing. So I have another user like Brandon at test.com. I believe this one was ABC123 is the sign in. Yeah, so you can see I signed in successfully, and if we come here, you'll be able to see the token has been created. So let me go ahead and delete that, because I just want to show off that we also have user validation. So we now know that the correct password for this user is ABC123, but what happens if I just type in a random password? You'll see that we get invalid credentials and your access is denied, right? This is currently all the functionality we have in the project. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Fernando Collante, and this is an addition to our demo of our BackLogger Capstone 2 project to showcase additional front-end functionality. On the main page of BackLogger, you can create new backlogs and navigate existing ones. Let's start off by creating a new backlog, and let's call it Sci-Fi. Notice that our backlog was successfully added to the Your Backlog section with a clickable link to its section on the list page. So behind the scenes, when I click on the Create a Backlog button, JavaScript event listeners are activated that trigger functions that manipulate the document object model, or DOM for short, which is what allows us to dynamically add backlogs to both the home and list pages without having to reload the page again. Notice that the page did not reload when I added the backlog. In this configuration, the backlogs are saved locally and can be cleared out with this button that is purely for debugging purposes and can be commented out. Let's add our backlog again. So let's check on the list page to see if our sci-fi backlog was added correctly on that end. It took us to our list page, and note that our backlog is right here, sci-fi. It doesn't have a link on this page because this section is supposed to expand and show media items added to the set list. So let's add a backlog list from this page and see if it reflects and links properly on our home page. Let's call it comedy. Backlog created successfully. Let's navigate back to our home page. Again, note the page did not reload. And it's right here. And the link works perfectly fine. And that is all. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.